just look good, that's all.
Get back to studying. Aloy, you've returned. And you come bearing. That's good.
You ever play that board?
Strike? I was hoping no such.
It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods. Even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Aether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line. I should get going.
If you need me, you know where to find me.
Looks like...
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah,
Did you...
yeah, in case these guys...
Yeah.
Hold on. So does...
You...
yeah, but... You...
You
Why does... Damn
Anything?
As not... Have you... No, metal...
I should...
I say...
It is good to see you again, Aloy. I see you have recovered Demeter. With the acquisition of Aether, Poseidon, and Demeter, my heuristic processing density has expanded greatly. I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus, and fortunately, we have made progress on a plan to capture it. With Varl's encouragement, Beta analyzed all available information on Hephaestus. Its expansion has been rampant. It is too large to be beamcast, and the kernel you have been using could never hold it. Therefore, it must be contained in a location with a direct physical connection to me. A place with 2 data cores.
2 cores. Where would we find a place like that?
Gemini.
An abandoned cauldron in the desert west of here. Seismic activity disrupted the original construction. 2 data cores were built as a result.
I've been there. The Tenakth marked the entrance as some kind of ritual ground. We'll have to bring you there by hand.
I have devised a blueprint for a suitable, albeit unwieldy, transport rig. It will require 2 people to carry it to Gemini.
I can help.
Once I am installed on the first core, I will call down Hephaestus on the other, trapping it. I will then initiate the merge. However, in order to construct the rig, I will need considerable help.
Can you build it? I suppose I could, but it's not gonna work. The Zeniths will find you. Minerva won't be able to conceal your location.
That is correct. Absorbing Hephaestus will create a significant power surge, easily detected by anyone capable of noticing.
But what if there were multiple power surges? To fake out the Zeniths? If Erend, Zoe, and Katalo spread out to the other cauldrons and create their own surges, would those conceal the one at Gemini?
Analyzing. Such a tactic might be effective. With Beta's help, we should be able to build a set of handheld pulse generators.
I told you it's not gonna work. I did a test. Hephaestus has written Alpha clearance out of its access module. You'll never be able to capture it. Then we need a higher level of clearance. There is no higher... Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance. The one he used to purge the Apollo database and kill the Alphas. But to get it, you would have to find Thebes. The private bunker he retreated to when the world ended, and nobody knows where that is, not even the Zeniths. Their only intel was that it was somewhere in San Francisco. That might be all I need. Alva, the Quen diviner I met, said her people had set up a base at landfall. They were searching for data in San Francisco from there. She might be able to help. So I guess I'm headed all the way west. While I'm gone, will you be able to build the rig and the pulse generators? I'll try.
I'll make sure she has what she needs.
Alva said the Quen have a ferry on the coast that they use to get to the ruins of San Francisco. Let's hope that when I reach it, I get a friendly reception.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock an additional room near the servers.
Understood. I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
Beta's convinced we won't be able to capture Hephaestus. With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pulse generators?
It may take some coaxing, but with some assistance, I am confident she will.
I don't get her, Gaia. She's so quick to assume we'll fail. She's nothing like what I thought she'd be. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to Gemini. All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birthday parties. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confection, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested we host a party for you, as a surprise.
Yeah, no thanks.
That is what I predicted.
Is Katalo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He appears to be collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of old world warfare.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has repeatedly declined my offers to assist his research.
So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided, water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
There's something I've been wondering. How could Ted Faro create a clearance level higher than Alpha? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible he tasked his own engineers with creating a backdoor to the Zero Dawn system, without Elizabeth's knowledge. My predecessor did not even know of its existence until he activated it to purge the Apollo database. It is, in effect, a blind spot, one that will allow us to subdue Hephaestus. And fortunately, thanks to Beta's information, we know where Omega clearance may be procured.
Right. Somewhere in San Francisco. So our plan to...
As you wish. Which is...
Right.
While you are... When we... The second...
And...
Not...
How long...
There are calculations I still must run. But I estimate a few hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan. So Gemini has 2 data cores. I've never seen a cauldron like that. But you mentioned something about seismic activity?
When my predecessor attempted to build the cauldron, construction was disrupted by a series of earthquakes. The data core had already been built, but the rest of the facility sustained damage. So, she began again. A second core was built. However, when more tremblers occurred, she abandoned the site.
Lucky for us. Are the quakes still happening?
No, though they did also create instabilities in other facilities in the region.
So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a Faro agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath. Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense. But they actually got the wreaths to work. If they've been able to deploy it against the Faro Plague in time...
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked. In all scenarios, the Faro war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreaths before they could contain the swarm.
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
But new crops aren't going to save the world, so I guess it's on us.
It is.
I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then. I guess I should get going.
As you say, be well. Aloy.
There we go. More data for the dome.
Are you sure that's what the data says?
I'm telling you, it's a drink, but it's soft.
How is it soft?
It says here it had bubbles in it?
Well, we can't expect to make sense out of everything the old ones did.
Let's just I hear about you going west.
Turns out we need one last thing before we can grab Hephaestus.
Because it would have been too easy otherwise.
How are things with Katalo? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she's funny. Actually, I played strike with him. I had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it. Bet you're used to that focus by now.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. To be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, well, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer. Which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study harder. Now, make myself useful.
Just give it time. You've been looking at any interesting data?
Yeah, I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back. And she found the mother of all forges. They called it sports. Turns out the old ones spent a lot of time tackling and punching each other for points in one game or another. Are you mixing some solid food and fresh ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
I need to get going.
I think I know the answer, but are you sure you don't need any help? Gaia mentioned this other tribe you found, the Quen. They sound like a nasty bunch.
I can handle them. In the meantime, Varl will help you get ready for what comes next.
Take care of yourself.
Aloy, you're here. Did you meet with the Quen already?
Not yet.
After all the trouble you went through getting those subfunctions, seems unfair you have to deal with these Quen on your own too.
It's safer this way. They think I'm Sobek, or something like that. They won't hurt me, but I doubt they'll be so kind to anyone else.
If you say so. Let me know if you need anything before you go.
You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro. How he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
He definitely was a piece of work. So, you and Zoe got into a bit of a fight, huh? You should have known better than to suggest Hephaestus could make new land gods to replace the old ones in Plainsong.
The last thing I wanted to do was dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault.
Looks like things between...
How to... You're the...
Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get everyone ready for the mission ahead?
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that... everything's about to change. We'll get Gaia, and she'll help us set things right. No more zeniths, no more derangement. It'll be a different world. I welcome it, but I wonder how the Nora will react. And the Karja, and well, everyone.
Let's just focus on fixing Gaia for now.
You're right. We've got an angry AI to take down.
If I get Omega clearance, and then we grab Hephaestus, we might finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. I'll be in touch if I need anything.
We'll be ready. Everyone's been briefed on the pulse generators as well.
Good.
Aloy, I hear you're going further west past the Tenakth clanlands.
Do you know anything about the area?
Only hearsay. The Utaru tell stories of an island that lies beyond the western coast. They call it the Isle of Spires. It is said the Old Ones built towers there that touch the sky, so they could live far away from the earth that bore them. As if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd one day return to it.
Sounds like something Ted Faro would do. You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
There's always Katalo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some of my meals with Beta. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be moved.
I appreciate you trying.
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
How much have you read on Ted Faro?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so hard to heal the world once could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For one spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate him or pity him.
Any progress with your plan for the land gods? Is the reboot code ready?
It is. But there is difficult work ahead. Gaia warned me that because the land gods are linked together in a network, the code must be delivered to all of them. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them?
No, we know where they are, but they're hard to reach. So, wandered into a lake and sank. Do ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines.
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the land gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Do. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each land god faltered. When you see them, you'll know you're close. And once again, thanks for your help.
We're not gonna let your people starve, Zoe. I promise. Well, I should get going. Hopefully I can bring back what we need to capture Festus. After that, I'm gonna need everyone's help.
We'll be ready.
Got a minute?
As many as you need.
I have to travel beyond the western coast.
To the ruins, shrouded in fog.
Yes, and I'm looking for a tribe, the Quen. I encountered them once before. They said they came from across the Great Ocean. I was hoping that Tenakth knew more about them.
There were rumors of trespassers in the area, but we thought they were just bandits. Hikaru sent out a patrol or two, but I don't recall them reporting back. We've had more pressing concerns, as you know. I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you.
It's okay. I guess I'll find out soon enough.
There is something I've been meaning to discuss with you. It's personal. If you have a moment to spare.
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is heavy with blood and death, but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
I'd be honored. What do Tenakth do to relax? You know, to take a break from training?
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, Erend, is surprisingly good at it, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically, hones the mind for tactics.
Somehow that still sounds like training. Anything interesting happen while I was away?
I found an acceptable...
Oh.
outside.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose of the training.
Found anything interesting during your training?
Gaia told... I knew the Ten fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied for lands and spoils. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that. But maybe we just need fewer conflicts in the first place.
Yes, of course. Hikaru would have it so as well.
Found anything interesting during your training?
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the old world. I knew the Ten fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they later, as they at least... Yeah.
You said there was something you wanted to talk about?
I've been speaking with Gaia. She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yes. Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data and materials. She believes these things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
I am not as familiar with old-world machinery as you are. I could use your assistance.
It might be dangerous. The Zeniths probably still keep an eye on that place. We were lucky to get out of there alive the first time.
I see.
It sounds like this is worth the risk.
By the 10, we shall see it through.
I should get going. I've got a long road ahead.
Should you need reinforcements?
I know who to call. I'll call you when I'm near the Zenith lab. We'll get what you need for that new arm of yours.
Thank you, Aloy.
Hey, was there something else? So do you have everything you need to build the rig and pulse generators? Gaia sent me the schematics. The designs are modest, without the capabilities of Hephaestus, but they should work. Not that it matters without a mega clearance. I'll find it. Just try to have the transport ready by the time I get back. So, aside from Varl and Gaia, who else have you been talking to? Zoe told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea if the Zenith, but they didn't. You said I told her. I don't like it. That's good.
So, we're fighting immortals from the stars now? Looks like it. What's next? Wizards from the moon?
Beta's so frustrating. I don't get how she can be so negative all the time. I mean, we're clones of the same woman, and yet she couldn't be more different from Elizabeth.
Where have I seen this before?
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup. Like the card chip. Why? Yeah, it beats me.
It probably meant something to them. As it does to my people, and the Tanakh.
I just think my face says it all as is, that's all.
That it does.
This data looks fun.
Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms. Looks like Arendt and Catalo moved their stuff in.
The old ones used holograms for everything.
It let them experience.
Holograms are illusions, though. I wonder if at some point...
Maybe. They were intelligent, but that doesn't mean they were real.
It's a long way to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Fall's Edge. It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice.
A squad of young ones recently returned to Scalding Spear, our main settlement just west of here. Apparently they lost a soldier to machines during a training mission in No Man's Land. Just goes to show that the wilds can be just as dangerous to the east as they are here. Be careful out there.
Will do. I get the
Safe
feeling there might be
travels,
Sakura's
champion.
squad. I should check up on her when I can. I'm making good use of this. Two dead Utaru. And a land god shrine. So said this one broke down amidst a herd of machines. I better be careful. I guess they were leaving offerings to the land god. It looks like something fried them. Whatever did it might still be around. There's the land god. But I'll have to deal with those machines before I install the reboot code. It's weak to visit. Now's my chance! That's all the machines. Time to install this code on that land god.
啊，你刚才打机器人30，
我那时候没打完呢、
妈的又有 bug。你看我画面啊，
哎，哦，空中有草，
妈的，真的很鸡掰。我他妈是怎么采集？我截图下来给人家看到。我地平线玩的好好的，这 bug 到底是什么事？然后我懒得去弄那个，去打那个很麻烦的竞技场，所以我挑剧情，然后全部把它干掉。装备拿一拿就算了。
那个确实有难度、啊，但是我那个还不是最烦的。
你说那个？
基本上你还可以用道具。
建议者那个
挑战那个什么训练场那一个、哦。就是教你怎么按，有没有？
对啊，
然后最后
我上次
那个，
就打那个拿盾牌那个，我就大概半个小时左右吧。
那个最烦。然后你4个打完之后，还会有一个终极 BOSS，
那就真的烦。
那有一把传说的武器。不是坚毅者啊，那个已经让我够烦，还有更烦的。拿盾牌的已经够讨厌的了。 盾牌盾牌已经是第3个了啊。
对啊。沼泽
应该是算是第4个啦。我记得盾牌是第4个。
不是那个沼泽地那个吗？不是坚毅者是最后一个吗？
那个你全部打完，没有一个最一开始那一个也要算哦。
对啊，铁条阵一个，然后
铁条阵那一个嘛，然后总共有4个训练场。
有一个还打双人的，妈几百。
啊，最后有一个盾牌，盾牌你全部打完之后，他会给你推荐一个建立者，那个在刷电。所以建立者还没打嘛？
还没啊。
师傅啊，师傅中的师傅啊，各领袖的族长都是他的弟子啊。靠，隔太久了，我都敌被他射。
游戏本能会帮你想起来的。
是不？不能啊。
installed on that land god. Let's try this again. Nice and easy. One down, 2 to go. Zoe, you there?
I'm here, Aloy.
I found T and installed the reboot code.
Fitting then that I feel thankful. T's festival came in winter, when all the grain from the harvest was stored away. It was the season of gratitude, and all the children would receive gifts. The best was my first bow, made of yew, strung by my father.
Well, he definitely taught you how to shoot well.
That he did.
There's one more thing. I found 2 of your people. Stormbird got them, but I took it down.
Oh. I'll make sure someone retrieves their seed pouches, so they may return to the land. All right then. I'll head to Plainsong and deliver the code to the land gods there.
靠腰啊，这个名还好了有够共的。我王凯牙，我王战牙，牙王凯浩。
靠背啊，
饶舌3台不一样了。
这是啥小？
饶舌。
我王凯牙我听过啊，其余的我没听过。
我王战牙，我牙王凯浩，然后3个图样都很相似。然后最后他们会，我记得30把他们全部所有驾驶也全部挤在一堆就对了。
3位一体。
那不是3位一体，是全部就挤成一堆啊！
挤成一堆？
没有，他那个就是他剧情就是让他大融合就对了啦，反正所有的驾驶也都在同一台机体上就对了。
啊，就跟我们小时候看那个元气小子那些东西很像啊。3个人挤在同个那个，是叫元气小子啊，我也忘了。
好像有啊，有一个叫元气小子啊。
就是我小时候很喜欢看机器人动画，它里面就是一群小学生，然后他们都挤在同一个驾驶舱。一开始是三个不同的机器人，然后最后有可能就不是人的，然后3个合起来就变成人了。这样，小时候很喜欢看那录影带。去电影院都会跟我爸说我要租那个，最爱看那个学校是机器人的那个叫什么我也忘了，好久以前。现在跟 Rina 一起在等那个碧蓝幻想。
那一块延超久了。
你说碧蓝幻想？那我不知道。我本以为是手游，因为以前有一个碧蓝，而且现在有一个叫碧蓝航线的东西。
不是不一样，它本来就是有一个叫碧蓝幻想的一个 IP 啊，可是它就是那后来开发，然后整个延档。
没有啊，反正它就是说原本就是预计今年要出啦。我跟瑞娜聊天的时候，他说他在等这一个，因为它主要还可以多人连线一起玩，就变得有点像一个 online game 的 feel 这样。我看说不错啊，感觉不错，画面也是我喜欢的那种类型，然后又是动作，就是有点像破晓的那种感觉，然后又是那个动作类型游戏，然后破晓那种玩法，像这样我就很喜欢。我说好啊，等那个出啊，去年12月底的时候有公布他的一些资讯啊，这样。那到现在还没有下一步消息。刚刚最新的游戏情报是《异度神剑3》7月底的时候要发。我没玩过《异度神剑》，然后看一下很像回合制 RPG， 像还是算了吧。因为我说过我没有那么喜欢回合制 RPG， 麻烦。
要等很久。
Another land god dealt with. Hey, Zoe?
Aloy, how goes it?
Had to swim a bit, but I gave the reboot code to So.
Ah, good. We used to celebrate So in the fall, at the beginning of the harvest, with wine made from elderflowers. When I was 12, I got tipsy on it and kissed a boy in the sage garden.
How'd that go?
He was so surprised he nearly fell into the mulch. It would be good to see So again. Plowing the fields in the afternoon sun.
How are things on your end?
Getting there. A few land gods to visit still.
Okay. I'll call you when I'm done with the last one.
Thank you, Aloy.
要解他这成就，还得把全部的地方全部给解了，那个麻烦。不过地平线2的东西比地平线1真的多很多啊！我现在打了50几个小时，然后我还没走那么多。
Let's take a look. There. Up on that ledge.
你有玩过《异度神剑》系列吗？
没有。
Looks like this one's been here for a while. I won't be able to install the reboot code with these vines in the way. But where there's vines, there's a metal flower. I just have to find it.
我有那个不用。
There we go. Should be able to access that cave now.
你在骗我？
Treadwing carcass. Must have dropped the flowers and then crashed. Looks like I can climb up the side of the cliff and get to that metal flower. Now I just need to get rid of these vines. Look, the flower. If I can deactivate it, then I got to be free from the vines. I will have to find a way up there. I might trade for something good. This will help you get better. That's the last land god. Zoe, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Aloy.
Just planted the reboot code on Doe. He was a bit tangled up, but he's better now.
Good to hear. Doe always returned to the sacred cave at the end of winter, so his festival foretold the coming of spring. During those times, I remember clinging to my mother by the hearth, snuggling for warmth, and listening to her sing of new beginnings.
Which is exactly what you're going to give to your people.
I hope so. When you can, meet me at Plainsong, and we'll send out the reboot signal. I've delivered the code to all the land gods, save one. Only La is left. I'm here with her, just east of the main village.
Okay, I'll get there as soon as I can.
你们无线传送那个把它拔掉，真的是一个白痴的事情。像这种事，而且我明明就在门口，我要绕一圈走去门口看。这导航有问题。
What is she doing to La?
Aloy, you made it.
靠背。
Is she allowed to do that?
为什么有一个 NPC 叫 NPC？
你是 NPC 加 NPC。
对啊，我看错哎，他那边叫 NPC， 然后冒号，他在干嘛之类的，我操！
All of the land gods have been updated. Now to send out the reboot signal. Beginning. Gaia told me this would happen. To all of them. Doe, T, So, and the rest. She called it a reboot sequence. But I didn't think it would be so beautiful. Soon the land gods will return to tilling the soil as they once did.
Zoe, the chorus wants a word.
Of course they do.
Do you want me to come?
No need. I'll just tell them that our lands will soon bloom again. Who are they to argue? Find me later, and I'll tell you how it went.
Good luck.
May we speak? You're back. Good. Before we talk, I wanted to give you this. For helping me heal the land gods. Plainsong is in your debt.
Thank you, Zoe.
You deserve much more for all you've done. May the land always bloom in your steps.
And yours? How to go with the chorus after we fix the land gods?
They were shocked when I told them that our lands would soon be on the mend. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his head. But of course they had no choice but to take it as good news, even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our doom was exposed as rot. To be honest, I found the conversation to be highly enjoyable.
I'm glad. You deserve it. They're lucky that you never gave up on saving them. I better go now.
Be careful.
Geared up for battle. Always a smart choice.
坚毅者，坚毅者应该很难打。我等你是高人再去打他。
Research labs right up that cliff. Catalo said that's where we'll find the parts to build him a new arm. I should let him know I'm here. Hey, Catalo? I'm at the Zenith lab. Ready to come over?
I'm on my way. Aloy, I appreciate you meeting me here.
I'm happy to help. Did Gaia mention where exactly in the Zenith lab we'd find what you need?
She mentioned the chamber where you found Beta, and the database that lies within. She said it'll help us find the knowledge and components I require to build a new arm.
At least we know where to look. We will have to be quick about it, in case the Zeniths are watching.
Understood.
糟糕，忘了做准备。
The lab's up this way. You okay?
I got this.
Machines. We're scrapping the specters for parts.
Should we dispose of them?
Or we can sneak past them.
Your choice.
machines must be spitting out hunter killers too.
Battle it is.
You'll still die!
Much better. Entrance to the lab is by that tunnel. Come on.
天哪，进阶素材这么伤。
The anime did this?
Hard to believe, but yeah.
Enemies up ahead.
Oh, been spotted. We better get a move on. The room we found Beta in is up ahead.
Lead the way.
What, me?
We can't finish this if you die!
这里怎么这么多敌人？身不强在身法。
We're here. Now we just need to find a way to access the database Guy was talking about.
Varl mentioned you found Beta in one of those pods. I would hate to be locked up inside such a thing. There's barely room to breathe.
啊，这什么奇怪的储存取点？没有什么资料不让查。
This'll take my fall. I think I found what we're looking for.
Let's hope it holds the answers we seek.
I'll download the database to your Focus, so you can search through it later.
What about the components?
They should be somewhere on the... Spectres!
Fight with honor!
Next...
靠背。靠腰啦！
The Zeniths might send reinforcements. We need to finish up and get out of here. There. The components should be somewhere on the second floor.
I'm right behind you.
We need to search the entire floor.
I'll keep a lookout. Don't want any more surprises.
Good idea.
你知道那个史克威尔那个巴比伦陨落有没有？上线 Steam 上线8人。人家说往好处想，你进去就是百大，你进去就是前10强。
前10强啊！
然后看，到底多可悲啊！做那游戏。不过他锁区啊，锁台湾区这样，难怪现在这种游戏世界，你还锁区就是很那个啊，固步自封，
没有意义啊。
对。网络那么发达的时代，那你还搞这一套，就智障。难怪你们这声望这么差。我还说他们因为是那个嘛白金工作室的东西，所以说还要去做什么要去跟尼尔联动啊，反正是自己人的啊，自己自家做的东西的。
Please tell me the components are in there.
但那种情况跟什么东西做联动都没用，光锁区就是个大败笔。真搞不懂，史克威尔脑袋是坏了是不是？
Components have to be here somewhere. Pack's full. I can get it from my stash later. I should go back and give these to Kotalo.
地平线跟赛伦斯真是有几百人，整那边跟你讲说你不用知道，问你说到底怎样，他又不说你不用知道，看。 人家在做事情说你不要乱来，你什么都不知道，看你娘，你又不跟我讲，讲了你又说你不跟我讲，靠背真超出来的。
You found the components?
See for yourself.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
Something wrong?
I was just thinking about what it will be like after I build the arm. Will I feel different? Whole again? Idle thoughts. They can wait until we're back at base.
You go on ahead. I might want to take one more look around, in case there's anything useful.
Very well. I look forward to putting what we found to good use. Walk with the 10.
你不用知道，你什么都不知道，我的确什么都不知道，你又不跟我讲，真的超奇怪。 奇怪，它明明这么多东西，然后白金那种条件是不是太简单了一点？
他真的白金没有设得很苛刻啊。
我觉得他可以就做个譬如说全部的地图探索全解之类的那种东西啊。
The world is in peril, and we fight amongst ourselves. You were gone for a while.
How's it going with the arm?
It is nearly complete, but I'm still adjusting the fittings. Soon, I must test it.
Looking forward to it. I gotta head out.
Stay alert out there.
是还要等他做完了。我想知道他的手长怎样。那有几个人？
You might as well look the part.
Aloy, wasn't expecting to see you in Scalding Spear. Have you been to Plainsong? Did you see Corey?
I haven't had the chance.
Oh.
At the ready, soldiers.
What's going on?
My squad's being sent on patrol northwest of here. I won't be able to see Corey for a long time. I wonder if you could let him know. I don't want him to think I've abandoned him.
We are moving out.
Please.
If I find my way to Plainsong, I'll let him know.
Sakura, I will leave your scab ass behind.
Thank you, Aloy.
当金属化解锁之后，也是44周那个，又开始重新跑。
Zoe, are you there? I'm in Plainsong and it's amazing. It's just like you said, the fields are back in bloom.
And we have you to thank for it. If you hadn't come along, the Utaru would still be starving, under siege by machines.
哇，
I'm just glad it
太扯了，变太多了吧？
Yes. First Plainsong. Next, the world.
We'll be able to farm again? Allow being rescued by the red-haired visitor? No.
pleasing.
But not right.
Hey, Lloyd. I hear you've been making quite the impression on the clan lands. Forcing the Commander Takote out of hiding. Defending the grove from Regala.
I didn't do it alone.
The humble words of a true warrior.
Your sister sent me. Her squad's been assigned further west, so she won't be able to come see you, Corey. She wanted to make sure you knew.
That sounds like my sister.
Is something wrong?
No. Yes. There's a song I want to play, one of my own making, but it's hopeless. I'm just never going to get the sound right.
What makes you say that?
Back in the clan lands, the Sky Clan built instruments that cast sound to sky and across the mountains. They use long-leg throats to make them bellow with the sound of metal. It's how they communicate between villages. Combining that sound with the Utarus would create a melody unlike anyone's ever heard before. But I won't be hunting for any long legs anytime soon.
For now, you should try the Metal Weaver again. They might have some new piece you can use.
Right.
This song means a lot to him, doesn't it?
It does, which is why I'm getting him that machine part. It'll be a surprise. The Utaru say that's the best way to receive a gift.
Is there a long leg around here?
As it happens, one has been troubling some villages southwest of here. You be doing me and Plainsong a favor by getting rid of it. Interested?
Maybe. I didn't think the Tenakth cared much about gifts.
When I first moved here, I remember some days were more difficult than others. But I came to embrace the life I found here, and I don't see why I can't help Corey do the same.
He's lucky to have you. Tell me more about this long leg.
It's a particularly nasty one. Looks different too. Tainted like the lands around here used to be. It protects a group of machines that overran a small outpost southwest of Plainsong. Its call is easy enough to track, but if it spots us, it'll call reinforcements faster than you can draw your bow. Take it out with the rest of those machines though. Plainsong has one less problem to deal with, and Corey gets to play his melody. Victory for all.
If I make my way down there, I'd like to help.
I appreciate that. I'll head southwest and see if I can pick up a trail.
一解锁那个能力之后，就开始疯狂的跑各个地方。啊，觉得时间怎么过那么快？ 真的超屌欸！那修好的整个地上都是，制作团队很认真在做这个支线。对啊，那个白鸽那个有没有？它外面不是都是那个吗？污染的那个些草啊画的。那你把那个支线做完，那整个就是绿意盎然啊。
哦。
哎，真的差好多哦。 我想说啊，就治好而已啊，可是我真的没想到他会把那边都改掉，就是了，真的。
More deadly than the normal one.
噔噔噔噔。
Hey, Lloyd. Nice of you to join me.
Thought you could use the backup. You okay?
You arrived not a moment too soon, Huntress. I thought I heard a Longlegs call, so I hastened to follow, but I was caught unaware by these machines instead. There it is again.
Let's go find it. Sounds like our Longlegs at the top of that cliff. Oh, looks like we're climbing.
We'll make quick work of it. This reminds me of my early days as a veteran. Always running off to hunt in the wilds. As far away from Plainsong as possible.
What changed?
I saw my first Utaru students become fighters worthy of any Tanakh clan. I felt useful, like I belonged. And so Plainsong became home.
I'm sure Corey will find his place too.
I hope so.
Almost there. It sounds like that Longleg isn't alone up there.
There's our Longleg. And the Utaru fell. Might be best to silence it before it can call reinforcements. We're in trouble. Time to make a little noise of our own.
I can keep going.
We still need to rid the plains of these machines.
哎、靠背差小。妈的，要 bug 哎、打到一半直接飞出悬崖，然后又莫名其妙被奇怪的东西把我射死，就是莫名其妙又飞出去这样。明明有在悬崖边哦，没有任何生物哦，然后我就起飞了，然后就挂了，摔死。看傻小，算了，随便。
Machines incoming.
There, private plasma.
Now we salvage the part we came for. Care to show me our prize, Huntress? Many thanks, Aloy. Without you, I might have been in trouble. Why don't you take that piece to Corey for me? The villagers felled by these machines need to have their seeds buried properly first.
Are you sure?
Tell Corey I better be the first to hear that song of his when I return.
但有时候跟 NPC 对话就是他们在立 flag。等我回去，我一定要干嘛？等我之后一定要干嘛？干，好危险啊！
Corey. Aloy? I thought you had left Plainsong.
Well, I thought about it, but then I'd have to carry this long leg throat all by myself.
You found?
Jax did.
That old man.
Can still hear perfectly fine. So let's hear it.
I'm gonna need some help. Aloy, can you take this to the workbench, please? You won't have to do much, I promise. You'll see a wide cavity on the instrument. That piece should fit right in.
Aloy, let us see your handiwork.
I think it's good to go.
A song of two peoples indeed.
Thank you, Aloy. My debt to you seems to only grow.
Hearing that was payment enough.
That may be, but you should at least take this. You deserve it.
May the wings of the Ten hearten your step.
Hunter to hunter, let's trade.
他的失而复得，他还有个前世。要完成某个任务才可以完成这东西，真麻烦。
Did you know there used to be a rainforest so big the old ones called it the lungs of the planet?
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. They burned it to the ground at some point.
Oh.
They helped put part of it back in Sobek's time.
That's good to hear. I wonder if it grew back after Zero Dawn. Wherever it is.
I'd like to think so.
Need something?
How's it going with the arm?
It is nearly complete. Soon.
I gotta...
Stale.
看来是主线完成。好，今天就这样呗。十几个小时了。哎，好了好了，休息休息，12点多。